that
Yeah,
wasn't
yeah.
Raheem Sterling on loan. I think they missed an opportunity, and I think they've learned this window. Um, but I'm hugely jealous of the way that they run their football club and the fact that their ambition in terms of winning stuff. I mean, look, I just saw a comment saying Connor's so miserable again, and it's like, for a start, I'm not. I'm very, very happy with Frank as a as a manager. I'm absolutely over the moon with the way that the Man City game went. What I'm disappointed. How can anyone be happy with this? How can anyone be anything but miserable if you support this football club? I don't get it.
It's slowly, big up Manny, by the way. I'll bring you in a second. It's almost taking away any of that. Yeah, we won a Europa League. Do you know what I mean? Like, I don't sit here and feel like when people are like, oh my God, it's so important. We must win a trophy. What's it done? Really, other than for the fans to go, yeah, and a bit of bragging rights, what has it done for Tottenham? What's
Nothing.
it done for us? Like nothing.
Other than, yeah, as you say, give us an amazing day, and it hasn't been you. I mean, he had the cheek to come out and say it's a springboard for future success. And you just think, oh, I mean, the shit this bloke comes out with as well, and fans lap it up. I mean, it is outrageous. And I know we asked for more communication from the club, which is obviously right, but that communication has to be honest, doesn't it, as well? It's just, as you say, these interviews where we talk about the ambition is to win the Premier League and Champions League. Come on, do me a favour. It's
I mean,
just outrageous.
just quickly before I go to Manny, Danny, if you actually listen to what I said to Connor, I said, of course we do have a list, but we act like we don't. If you actually listen to what I said we will have a list, but we act like we don't, right? Two of these are really important before you try and mock someone. Honestly, really important. And Guy, I'm sorry, I'm not having this. I'm not having this that Spurs can't attract footballers. I am not having this in any way, shape, or form. There is a level, yes, of what we can attract. And if Eze is not it, Eze is not the only player across Europe, right? If Newcastle can attract Bruno Guimaraes, if Newcastle can attract Tonali and Isak, why can't we? This is where the excuses start to come for the ownership. Manny, good morning, mate. This is where
Morning.
Spurs fans start making us sound out like we're a tiny little club to almost cope with this window, Manny. I'm so
100%. But
annoyed.
even from a perspective of Morgan Gibbs White and Eze, if you really think about it, Morgan Gibbs White agreed to come to us. Everything, he was on his way to come to us, but then obviously the whole situation happened with Marinakis and whatnot. Eze agreed. If you read everything that David Ornstein and the Athletic have said, he had an agreement in place with us for a while. So these are not players that are turning down Spurs. These are players that, and again, people would say, right, well, he didn't want Spurs, so, and I understand that, right? But players have preferences. That's
Yeah.
nothing new. It happens across the board. It happens. It's happened in the past. It happens in the future. They are professionals. There is no way Eze would have come to Spurs and not performed. So the fact
Yeah.
that he had agreed to come to us and then had to wait and wait and wait for us to reach an agreement with Palace just disbands this whole notion of Spurs and the club. We're not. No. We're not saying go in and get Messi. We're not saying go in and get Mbappe. These are all players that would have literally improved our first 11. But sorry, Sarah, I know you've just got me in, right? But let me just say straight away as well. My main frustration with regards to the situation that we're in also comes from the fact that Frank has had such a great start to his tenure. And you know me, I've been on here very, very loudly and said I've always backed Andrew. Wanted him to have the chance to sort the issues that he had. But the main thing I said as soon as he got sacked was Frank has a big job on his hands because he has to get the fans on board and he has to get the players on board and believing in his methods. The guy has come in and in 3 games, you can clearly see how well the team is playing for him. So as a chairman, you sit there and watch this. And I know it's not just him, right? But as a chairman, as a board, as a recruitment team, you sit down and watch what this guy has shown you he is capable of doing. How does it not click in your head and say, you know what? Let's get this guy what he needs ASAP because we might have something on our hands here. Like that is the frustration. It's not about, even the Ezra deal, um, falling through. But what is next? Who have you guys been speaking to while speaking to the Ezra in relation to the Ezra situation? It's crazy, crazy. And again, I will point back up again that no one can say I'm biased because I loved Ange with regards to things, right? With regards to this, Frank is the main reason why people haven't thrown everything, all their toys out the pram, because he's come in and he's had 2 wins out of 2. So everything is cushy. Had he not been able to do that because of personnel, this would have been a disaster. Like, why are we the only club that always needs to wait to the last minute in the transfer window to bring anyone to the club? Like, this is not too, they are stuck in 2002. They're stuck in the 90s.
That's
Where
what you WhatsApped me this morning,
oh,
wasn't it? Our
you know what I
chairman
mean?
stuck in O2.
Where they think, oh, you know what? I am going to wait to the last minute so I can get a great deal. Well, guess what? Things have changed. Clubs have got way more money than they used to have. So now they can sit back and say, you know what? Actually, I'm not going to sell you your target because you know what? I can't replace him. They can do that because they have the money. You know what I'm trying to say? So I'm there, like at the moment, Palace and Gay, a clear example. They don't want to lose him, at the end of the window, but they are there and they're like, well, we want a deal that works for us. Look at Newcastle and Liverpool with Isak. In the past, 120, 130 million being bid for a player for a team like Newcastle they would chomp at the bits and bite your hand off. We are in 2025. They are there saying, no, we won't unless we are able to replace him. And the more time goes, the more like, well, we might not even sell him because we can't get a replacement. Whoever it is that is making these decisions at the club, whether it's Levy, whether it's the board, you mentioned about needing board approval, whether it's the recruitment team, somebody here is not doing their jobs because this is negligence. And I know people are saying, yeah, but he's making money for any other institution. You are literally having you're damaging the brand now. Yeah, I know people say, oh, you know what, at the club we are laughing stock to the, us fans, we're suffering. Yeah, I know. However, our brand is also suffering by the fact that everyone is labeling us to be a banter club, right? It's not good for the brand. Like, he's a businessman, get with the program and wake up. Goodness
Manny, the
me.
thing is that I echo everything you just said, and I can hear the frustration in your voice as well. But you're spot on. I think the thing is